Path of Exile, Carrion Golem of Scavenging. I finally switched to Necromancer once I got the League of Primordial Jewels, and I switched from black to Evasion and Suppress. And I switched the build a little bit around too, so I no longer go all golems. I only have 5 Carrion Golems, and I went Poison. So my support is Hypothermia, and the reason I have level 1 Hypothermia on it because it scales both my hit and my poison as well, as long as the enemy chill, and they're gonna be always chill because we're using skid bots, and the skid bots chills them for us, and so the damage double dips. I do poison damage scale, and I do my hit damage scales as well. The way Hypothermia works, if you read it, it says Hypothermia, like there it says support skill deal 20 more damage with hits and elements against chill enemy. The cold damage or time and the other stuff doesn't really matter. The freeze doesn't matter because we do not do cold damage, we do chaos damage, and you need cold damage to freeze. So, and then I link this to Greater Multi-Strike, which is so cheap this league, it's amazing. And then we have Void Manipulation, Unbound Elements, Melee Fizz, and Minion Damage Support. And then I have here Immortal Call, Cast and Damage Taking, Leap Slam, we have Stone Golems of Horde, Convection, Raise Zombie, and Summon Chaos Golem of Horde. And I have Summon Phantasm to Raise Zombie, and the reason I have that is because there's this right here note mastery that says minion recover 4% of life and minion death. I do not worry about my Golem dying because they're so tanky and they constantly heal because of devouring corpses, and then just have a flat regeneration rate as well. And I do have 2 primordial jewels that gives them 2% each life regen from each jewel, so they will not die. Even if they die, they come back to life. I'm worrying more about the specters, the zombies, and the animated guardian, and so that's why I have that. I also have Summon Phantasm on my raise specters as well, which are connected to Congregation for the extra spectrum. Then I have Feeding Frenzy for the buff, and Withering Touch. Since it is chaos damage, this will, they apply wither stacks essentially. Even your minion will apply wither too because of Unholy Might, 25% chance to apply Withering Touch on hit, but this is just a higher chance, 50. 25 to us give 50. So honestly, I really know where else to give them because I already have a column strength from the Spectre. Because once I go through Spectres, I'll explain you. So here I have Enlightening level 3 to port to get any higher, Parity of Elements, Summon Skid Bits, and Grace. Since we're going into Evasion, I'm just stacking up Evasion. So I just have a +3 to some Carrion Golem. What we have here, we have Desecrate. It's I need to drop corpses when I'm finding bosses, so the Carrion Golems will use their devastating Bone of Cascade attack, which does insane amounts of damage. And since I use another minions, they also get the Golems deal 5 more damage per non-golem minion damage. Since I have, so they do so much damage, it's disgusting. I will run a map quickly after this. Now on a tree, there's just literally nothing special. I will put everything on the website so you guys see. I had to take this point away because I invested in something else. I think I picked up Suppress here to get the full Suppress. I'm using Glorious Vanity for Divine Flesh because this works so well with Doppelganger, and that gives me 83%, gives me 80% cast resistance. But I picked up extra one here, and extra one here. I got lucky on this one. And let's go to the website and I will explain you all the specters and stuff. So I will post this in the video and you guys can go here and you guys can copy and put it into your own POB. And so this is the jewels I'm using here for poison, plus because I don't have a chance to poison, or I don't have anywhere else chance to poison, I have to get 100% chance to poison on my jewels. So as long as I have somewhere around 15 and 12 or something, and then plus extra plus couple extra ones here, plus 4 extra here. I was able to get a little bit over 100, but it doesn't matter as long as you have 100. And then this obviously skills I poison over time damage. Then I have your illusory primordial jewels for the plus extra golem. Then we have the aggressive one and a little bit of damage. I do have 3 golems technically, so I get 60 per each. It's not that bad, it's just increased damage. And then as you see, glorious vanity, I do have Watcher's Eye here for chaos resistance, where I have very affected by parity of elements, and I am affected by parity elements, so I get that 45% chaos resist. Everything else, just the life, the rest of stuff does not matter here. So now for your animated guardian, I give him maim. Now I only found out recently that you can maim with chaos damage. I thought only physical damage maims, the way only cold damage can freeze, but no, as long as you give them chance to maim, you can, I guess, maim with any damage. At least I think that's according to the AI, Google AI, or ChatGPT, I don't remember which one I was talking to. So my animated guardian is wearing, he has Cane of the Kalmuk, whatever we call it, with the explode. So I think he has around 43% chance to explode and deal chaos damage as maximum life, certain percentage of maximum life. I think it's 25 or something, I'm not sure. That's why I was gonna run, you're gonna see all this explosion everywhere. For his helmet I have blood prints. For his armor, this is the best armor in stock, grab of the element of ephemeral, I can't pronounce that, because this thing gives us really good sting. Now I wish I know what nearby means, because I don't know what is nearby, how close, but it's still a cool buff that you get from it. Then we have for our gloves. Now if you want to explode, you need to give him Gravebind. He has Gravebind, and the Gravebind are corrupted with Temple Chain, so he curse enemy with Temple Chain and hit. And then for his boots I have this for the extra curse. Now for my specters I don't have this. I want to have this, but it's too expensive, I can't afford it. Instead of him I have Carnage Chieftain for the frenzy charges. So I have Perfect Warlord for the endurance charges, and then vitality as well. I have Perfect Hulk Miscreation because our golems are construct, and it gives disgusting amounts of buff for our golems. Then we have Perfect Frost Warrior for the onslaught, and he gets Colon Strike, so it's amazing. And then we have, this is one of the new ones, a Perfect Conjurer of Wrath, and this is mostly for Malevolence to scale our poison damage. Okay, so back to the build. Obviously the Ascendancy, if you want to take this out, you can replace Mesmer with some other stuff. I honestly think this is the best slot so far. You can go, and I think Katarina one would be pretty good, because you do have Spectres, you do have Zombies, you do have Phantasm, so you will essentially get most of the buffs, because we have the whole minion army. As you can see, we have everybody. You can see the Spectre right now, but as I start running, they will be everywhere there. So we're just gonna run. I'm currently running Atoll. I just like the layout of the map, and I scrapped the Crimson Township because it has cool cards on it. So we just pick the last map, whatever it is. And my strategy, I am doing I'm not gonna do it now because I just want to quickly run. I'm doing Harvest because it's really preferable, because the community is full of degenerate gamblers in Path to Exile, and yellow Life Force sells for so much money. Okay, let's run this really quickly. Is there anything nasty on this map? The only things that I don't like, and that is reduced effective auras and maximum resistance reduced, and I think that's it. Everything else I don't really care. Oh, suppress, but reduced suppress I also don't really like, but I can run it, I just don't like it. So you're guys gonna see those explosion. That's all from animated Guardian. And I do have leech. I didn't show it in the tree, but I do have insta leech because we get the leech from the bone barrier. So I picked up the insta leech right there. Now I took quite a bit of damage there. I don't even know what the damage was from. So all you just do, just run around. Good thing about a lot of those mob, like the ones that shoot from distance, is I picked this up right here. So my evasion rating is against projectile essentially double, and it's so hard for enemy get close because I have an entire minion army around me. It's really hard for them to get within close range to me. So I'm not really worried about the close range enemies essentially. Only I'm worried about the long range guys, and they usually do a lot of damage. And this is it. I don't know how much damage you do. I don't know if POB is accurate. I don't think so. A lot of people say it's never accurate. You guys can look her up and calculate that. I'm just gonna run to the boss room. I like this layout because I can run all around and then pick up all the shrine and then do my harvest at the end, because the harvest would always be. Sometimes this boss can get, well, now he got deleted, but sometimes he can actually get some really annoying modifiers, and he has this insane big AoE attack, and if you get hit twice by it, especially if there's two of them, they can actually kill you. But besides that, I think it's a cool layout because you can make a whole circle around and do your stuff at the end there. Well, I didn't do it properly, but usually I'll go through here and I'll make a circle, I kill the boss, and then I just come all the way around, and then I'll just do the sacred groves. But that's it. I'm not gonna do it right now. I just want to show you really quickly. I'm gonna be switching to I'm gonna try a different build. I'm not gonna take any kind of stuff from this. I'm gonna completely start from a new build. I just want to showcase this build. And I was able to kill every boss, most of the bosses in the game myself on the Atlas tree, and T17 as well. That was before I had this level of damage. I have significantly more damage now than I was when I was killing them and finishing up the Atlas tree. So yeah, just wanted to showcase this build. It's pretty fun. I will try out this other build I'm trying right now. I want to do Salmon Skeleton of Magi life stacking with the shield that gives you crit from spells from life stacking, and I'm gonna give the shield to the mages and try to give them like 1,000 increased spell damage and 1,000 increased crit strike chance and all those things. Just something. If it doesn't work out, I'll come back to it and continue working on it. But this build so far is so strong, it's disgusting. The only thing my survivability is not that good still, unfortunately. I could do more, so I was thinking, that's later if I come back to it, I was thinking maybe going armor and then switching to, I have this armor somewhere here. Oh, here we go, the fourth. Wow. And then switching fully to armor and get some, once you get mage blood, and get like 40,000 armor or something, and go divine flesh. I think that would be really strong, but that's later.